Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Coffee Rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. If you have to pause on this video to get your coffee or whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do that now, as this may be a lengthy discussion. It keeps getting bigger, guys. All these products that have a salmonella risk, the cucumbers that keeps getting bigger, and now we have 1.7 million cartons of eggs on recall. 1.7 million due to the possible risk of salmonella. We're going to be reading from USA Today, but it is taking the news by storm. Also, thank you to our viewers who have posted in the comments of this. I've been doing some research on this, reading several articles. We will be reading from USA Today. Now, this was updated 2 hours ago in the posting of this of June 7th, 2025. Saturday, so happy Saturday. Not so happy here at Walmart and some other stores that are being affected by this massive egg recall. So USA Today goes on in their headline to say, egg recall, brown eggs sold at some Walmart stores have salmonella risk. Also, this seems to be spanning over 9 states as of right now. A California company is recalling 1.7 million cartons, not single eggs, 1.7 million cartons of brown eggs sold at stores including Walmart in 9 states because the eggs may be contaminated with salmonella bacteria. August Egg Company of Hillmar, California is recalling 1,700,000 dozen brown cage-free and brown certified organic eggs for potential salmonella risk. The eggs were distributed over the last 4 months, some with sell-by dates as late as June 19th, according to the recall notice from the Food and Drug Administration. The eggs are linked to an ongoing salmonella outbreak in 7 states in which 79 people have been sickened and at least 21 hospitalized. But no deaths have been reported according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Most of the persons sickened, 63, live in California, according to the CDC. Nevada and Washington reported 4 illnesses each, with additional cases in Arizona being 3, 2 in New Jersey, 2 in Nebraska, 1 in Kentucky. Ill people in Kentucky, New Jersey, and Washington reported traveling to California and Nevada before they got sick. Most of those sickened, and it says 90%, reported eating eggs, the CDC said. Some samples taken by the FDA during an inspection at August Egg Company's processing facility tested positive for the strain of salmonella, similar to those related to the person sickened in the outbreak, the CDC said. August Egg Company said its internal food safety team is conducting its own investigation to, quote, identify what measures can be established to prevent this situation from recurring, end quote, the company said in a statement accompanying the recall. Quote, it is important to know that when our processing plant identified this concern, we immediately began diverting all eggs from the plant to an egg-breaking facility, which pasteurizes the eggs and kills any pathogens, end quote. And on the website here, they give photos of the Clover Sonoma organic cage-free eggs and Sun Harvest organic cage-free eggs. Okay, so here's where August Egg Company eggs were sold. The recalled eggs were distributed beginning February 3rd across multiple retailers in 9 states. Eggs with sell-by dates to June 4th okay, these are the eggs with sell-by date to June 4th, okay? So through May 15th, eggs with those sell-by dates were distributed to Save Mart, Food Max, Lucky, Smart and Final, Safeway, Raley's, R-A-L-E-Y-S, Food for Less, and Ralph stores in California and Nevada. Eggs with sell-by dates to June 19th. So through May 6th, eggs with those sell-by dates were distributed to Walmart locations in California, Washington, Nevada, Arizona, Wyoming, New Mexico, Nebraska, Indiana, and Illinois. So traveling quite a distance here. Egg recalled for salmonella risk. August Egg Company said consumers can identify the recalled eggs by the plant code on one side of the egg carton. They can return the eggs to the place of purchase to get a refund. Consumers with questions can call the company at 1-800-710-2554 between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific time. Here's the products recalled with plant code and UPC. We can't go through all of these. They are enormous. There are 10 pages of recalls on this, as you can imagine, with 1.7 million cartons. I will go over some of the names here, though. Clover Organic Large 12 eggs, large brown 12 eggs. They do have the... Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, it's too much here. They have them all. We'll go over the names, okay, but you'll have to check out the FDA website or USA Today. You can literally Google egg recall, and there's just so many different sites, news sites that have all this information on here. But don't want to make this video way too long for you guys. But we'll go over the names. Clover Organic Large 12 eggs. First Street Cage-Free Large Brown Loose 1 case 150 eggs. Newlaid, Newlaid Newlaid Medium Brown Cage-Free Eggs 12 count. Newlaid Jumbo Brown Cage-Free 12 eggs. O Organics Cage-Free Large Brown 6 eggs. O Organics Large Brown 12 eggs. O Organics Large Brown 18 eggs. Market Side Organic Large Cage-Free Brown 12 eggs. Market Side Organic Large Cage-Free Brown 18 eggs. Market Side Large Cage-Free Brown eggs 12 count is included. And there is, oof, boy, yeah, this is a lot, guys. So Market Side, all the ones from these different stores that we had mentioned. So Market Side, large cage-free brown 18 eggs. Raley's large cage-free brown 12 eggs. Raley's large cage-free brown 18. Raley's Organic Large Cage-Free Brown 12. And you can see why I'm not going through all the numbers here, because this would just take all day. But just giving out the names here so that if you are included in this with the states that we had mentioned or USA Today has mentioned and these different products, you definitely want to check the UPC codes, best if used by dates, and stuff like that. So moving on, Raley's Organic Large Cage-Free Brown 18 eggs. Simple Truth Medium Brown Cage-Free 18 eggs. Simple Truth Large Brown Cage-Free 18 eggs, which I'm assuming the Simple Truth, which is a brand that Kroger deals with, and as I did notice, Ralph's and Food 4 Less are Kroger-owned stores that are out west. So if you have shopped at Ralph's or Food 4 Less, the Simple Truth is most likely connected with those stores. I'm assuming. Because it doesn't actually say, but those are brands that Kroger deals with, and Food 4 Less and Ralph's are Kroger-owned stores. Sun Harvest Organic Cage-Free Large Brown 12 eggs. Sun Harvest Organic Cage-Free Large Brown 18 eggs. Sunnyside Large Brown Cage-Free 12 eggs. And then page 3 here. Sunnyside Large Brown Cage-Free 18 eggs. Sunnyside Organic Cage-Free Large Brown 12 eggs. Sunnyside Organic Cage-Free Large Brown 18 eggs. Loose Small Brown Cage-Free 1 box 6 flats. 1 flat equals 30 eggs. Loose Medium Brown Cage-Free 1 box 6 flats. 1 flat 30 eggs. Loose Medium Brown Organic 1 box 6 flats. 1 flat equals 30 eggs. And Loose Large Brown Organic 1 box equals 6 flats. 1 flat equals 30 eggs. Loose Jumbo Brown Cage-Free 1 box 5 flats. Flat equals 20 eggs. And Loose Jumbo Brown Organic 1 box 5 flats. 1 flat equals 12 eggs. And that is the end of the list. And that is quite massive. We'll go ahead and go over the symptoms here and why it's a bit concerning. And I'll go ahead and talk about this for a second because there's been so many different things tied in with salmonella right now, right? With the cucumber recall that keeps getting bigger and bigger. And some of you had said that I guess it's gotten bigger in some other areas. I definitely encourage everyone to check these out. We have done videos over this over the last couple weeks. But if you don't want to scroll back and try to find those videos, you can literally just Google this information and choose whatever website, whatever news site you like to read. We have many viewers that read from USA Today. That's why I read from these frequently. We have viewers that read from USA Today, Newsweek, Food Safety News, FDA website, CDC website. I mean, we have all viewers that check out all different ones, and people, you guys like them for specific reasons, and I kind of just read through a few of them and which ones seem more, and as a matter of fact, that is why I chose USA Today's here, because they had it broken down better with the different names. Some of the websites I was reading from earlier, it was like very elongated, kind of hard to read. I knew I wasn't going to be able to read through all the different UPC codes and the other codes that you need to look for if these products are in your fridge. And make sure you get your money back. One thing me and Jessica have been doing, we've been keeping all of our receipts. I don't care what it is. Any grocery items, we have boxes that we put things in. We have like folders that we put things in. But with all of these different recalls, and I don't care if it's 50 cents, I don't care if it's $20 or $100, we're keeping the receipt for it because there's so many. And as to where, when there's a recall, I don't know, how some companies are, with receipt policies, but we're not going to get caught in that because we want to make sure that if it is something, we are getting our money back, and that is tying back to the company where they had the recall. Because I believe that the only way that this is ever going to get solved and fixed and continue to do business with some companies that continue to have these same problems is if they have to pay it back, right? They sold you a product that was bad, right? That was not good. Whether it was an accident, if it was an accident, cool. Give me my money back, though. It doesn't make a difference. You sold me a bad product. I want my money back. And then maybe I'll continue to do business with you in the future. I mean, that's how I look at it. I'm sure a lot of other people do too. Anyway, we're going to go over the symptoms here. Salmonella symptoms. Salmonella causes about 1.35 million illnesses, 26,500 hospitalizations, and 420 deaths each year in the United States, according to the CDC and FDA. Symptoms of salmonella infection include diarrhea, fever, stomach cramps, typically arises within 6 hours to 6 days after exposure and may last 4 to 7 days. Serious infections can also include aches, headaches, elevated fever, lethargy, rashes, and blood in the urine or stool. Sorry if you were eating a sandwich. Okay. Let's see. So, believe that is it for this. But, we have a lot of people on the channel here. And obviously the number one that comes to my mind is Walmart, more market side products. But it's not what, it's the companies that are, places like Walmart, Food for Less, Ralph's, they're buying these products, from other places. They're using their product, putting it in their own, and selling it to the consumer. So as to where it may look bad on some of these other companies, well, I don't know how most of that works anymore as far as, if these stores, do they have their companies too that test these products? But they should be tested. And, we're finding out a lot of these recalls are from months back. And yeah, it could take a while to stumble on it. I guess you can't, even though I would say you should test for everything in many ways. But, I just don't know. These recalls are out of control. Last year, guys, I was getting major headaches from looking at my computer every day and like, wow, we have to report this bad news like every day. And it's like there was a stretch there where we didn't see anything for a few days, and I thought something was wrong. It's like when something has become so consistent and then you don't see anything, And then, after a couple few days, I started thinking like, well, good, maybe some things are being done. Well, it seems like it is just ramped up again because, we're finding things with foreign objects in the food. We're finding things, all these foodborne illnesses. The same things keep popping up. Salmonella's been popping up. It's like May and June seems like it's been the salmonella month, hasn't it? I mean, we said this cucumber recall was going to get massive. I knew it had all the different, whenever there's so many questions, whenever there's little questions, and you guys know, I mean, whenever there's so many questions that you can ask, well, there's not enough answers. And when there's not enough answers, or hardly any, or you question like, well, how's this tie in with everything else? Well, that's what happens is eventually more answers come out, and then you find out that it's actually way bigger than you thought it was. And that's why, sometimes I'm a little hesitant to put out some of these different notices right away. But this was a big one. This came out very quickly. 1.7 million cartons of eggs. That's pretty massive, spanning over 9 states. I mean, if there's the thing is that with things like salmonella and a lot of these other things, a lot of people may have it and you just don't know, right? You just get better. You might have a little sniffle or something back bothers you for a day, or something. I don't know. They never give anything specific of what the main thing that you may feel, right? Even if you're healthy and you can fight off this quickly, what's the main one? Because all the one that stuck out to me here, which I haven't read a lot, tell me if this sounds, the same to you, is lethargic. Even reading through all of these different recalls and all the ones going on with salmonella right now, even when I've seen different things broken down of what some of the symptoms are, well, I don't remember reading lethargy, not over the last couple months. It's been the whole diarrhea thing, but I mean, that can happen from a lot of different things. And even when you look on, some of the different, like the FDA website, they give like a kind of just like what these news sites are doing. And what I'm doing is we're basically just all giving the information that we're getting from the FDA. Unless some of these news sites reach out to people, which that's awesome when they do, if they get a call back, which most of the time I don't think they do, at least not within a day or so. And I understand you want to get the facts straight and all that, but I mean, the quicker this information comes out, the quicker people can get to their refrigerator and take it back or, maybe call the company. We always say take it back. There's been some viewers that say maybe it's a better idea to, call the company to see if they even want it back, and maybe they'll just give you your money, maybe take a photo or a photo of the receipt. Another reason why we're saying hold on to your receipts. We are, but that's just us. You guys do you. I'm just a messenger here, just letting you guys know what is going on. And again, thank you all to helping out everybody in the comments with these as well, because it's important. It's important. A lot of this, if we can get to it as quick as possible. I found out this morning about this, and I'm putting this video out tonight. That requires me to get on it. Make sure this comes out tonight for you guys to get it out as fast as I possibly can. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a good night.